Bombs across borders, jets flying high, visas unlocking. India's neighbors are moving. And so is the story. We untangle it for you in 5 minutes. Welcome to Narrative, Across Borders, the place where we track how other countries are reporting India's internal affairs. Now let's cross over to Afghanistan.
Kama says India slammed recent Pakistani strikes in Spin Boldak as unacceptable, backing Afghanistan's sovereignty and urging restraint. Ministry of External Agency spokesperson Randhir Jaiswal expresses deep concern over civilian deaths, reiterates support for Afghanistan's territorial integrity, and urges all sides to avoid escalation.
Now let's cross over to Bangladesh.
First Post notes both sides freed detained fishermen in a coordinated exchange, presenting it as a rare goodwill gesture amid strained ties. Tribune India says New Delhi and Dhaka completed parallel repatriations. As a humanitarian measure, signaling channels are still working despite political tension. On 9 December, the Bangladesh Air Force signed a letter of intent with Italy's Leonardo to acquire Eurofighter Typhoon multi-role combat jets, a major leap in Dhaka's Air Force modernization. International aviation defense media and Indian reporters say, if sealed, this deal would give Bangladesh its first Western-built fighters and could shift regional air power dynamics significantly.
Now let's cross over to China.
The Chinese embassy in India announced that from 22 December, Indian citizens can apply for Chinese visas through a new online portal. The system restores full visa services and business ties between the two countries. Indian media says China's new online visa portal will revive travel, trade, and people-to-people ties after a 5-year freeze.
Now let's cross over to Nepal.
Indian Ministry of External Affairs official Munu Mahawar met Nepal's PM and ministers, assuring India will provide logistical and other support, including vehicles, security assistance, for Nepal's parliamentary elections, scheduled in March 2026. Nepal's Energy Minister Kulman Gaising requested India to permit use of its power transmission infrastructure to export an additional 20 megawatt of electricity from Nepal to Bangladesh under their tripartite energy agreement.
Now let's cross over to Pakistan.
A Pakistan-based think tank warned that India's declared new normal military doctrine, which accepts unilateral conventional strikes, threatens to destabilize nuclear-armed South Asia, raising risk of future escalation. On the new normal doctrine, Indian and international media have previously reported India's 2019 doctrine shift and reiterated India's right to self-defense. New Delhi frames its posture as deterrence against cross-border terrorism.
Now let's cross over to Sri Lanka.
Daily Pioneer, citing Colombo briefings, notes Foreign Minister Vijitha Harath, praising India as the first responder, detailing tons of Indian relief, Bailey bridges, and medical deployments as central to rebuilding. Indian mission updates stress unwavering humanitarian support, listing specific sorties, tonnage of relief, field hospitals, and coordination with Sri Lankan forces as a strategic partnership marker.
Now let's move on to the rest of the world.
Deputy USA Trade Representative to visit India on December 10 and December 11. Reuters reports USA Deputy Trade Rep Rick Switzer meets Indian officials to push bilateral trade deal amid Trump tariffs on Indian exports. India and USA step up talks on bilateral deal and trade ties. Commerce Sec Rajesh Agrawal confirms discussions on market access and economic ties, stressing mutual benefits despite tariff pressures. Amazon announced it will invest over $35 billion in India by 2030, targeting expansion in AI, cloud infrastructure, exports, and logistics, underscoring growing global corporate confidence in India's market and digital economy. Indian media broadly welcomed the investment as a boost to digital infrastructure, job creation, and export capacity, aligning with government aims to make India a tech and manufacturing hub.
All right. That's today's roundup of how other countries talked about India's internal affairs. If you found this analysis interesting, hit like, share, subscribe, and comment which story caught your attention most. More updates coming tomorrow. Stay tuned. Stay aware.